original image by applying some mathematical and probabilistic models. The goal of image restoration is again to improve the quality of the image. But however, image restoration is an objective process. With some particular objective, we are going to carry out the image restoration process. Okay. In the last class we discussed about the image degradation and restoration model. Just try to recall. So here we have the input image f of xy, and this image might be degraded by the function h. We assume that h is some filter function. Okay. So image f of xy, it is degraded by the function h of xy. So actually this degradation, it appears in the form of convolution. Okay. That's why we can write the output of the first block as g of xy equal to f of xy convolute with h of xy plus neta of xy. This neta of xy, we call it as additive noise. It may be due to channel interference or due to media. Okay. So remember, the g of xy, that is this output g of xy, can be written as f of xy, which is the original image, which is the scene which we want to capture. Okay. It is convolute with some degradation function h of xy plus some additive noise neta of xy. And in the frequency domain, this equation can be written as capital G of u comma v equal to capital F of u comma v into h of u comma v, because the convolution operation in time domain can be replaced with multiplication operation in the frequency domain, right? Plus n of uv. This capital N of uv is the Fourier transform of this neta of xy. Okay. Here, remember, capital G of uv is the Fourier transform representation of g of xy. F of uv is Fourier transform of f of xy, and similarly, capital H of u comma v, it corresponds to Fourier transform of h of x comma y. Remember, this is the basic equation of image degradation model. That is, capital G of u comma v equal to capital F of u comma v into h of u comma v plus n of u comma v. So using this equation, we are going to discuss the remaining topics. Okay, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the restoration of the image only in the presence of additive noise. Okay. Suppose assume that the image is degraded only by the additive noise. Then the equation can be written as g of xy equal to f of xy plus neta of xy. Just try to recall that neta of xy, we called it as additive noise. And that's why the equation can be written as simply g of xy equal to f of xy plus neta of xy. That h of xy, which you have seen in the initial diagram, that does not appear in this equation. Okay. And here we have the Fourier transform of this first equation. It can be written as capital G of u comma v equal to capital F of u comma v plus capital N of u comma v. Okay, here we are discussing about how to carry out restoration process only in the presence of this additive noise capital N of u comma v. Okay. However, if this n of u comma v additive noise, if it is periodic noise, okay, if it is periodic noise, then we can identify by the spectrum of g of u comma v. So if you are able to get the spectrum of capital G of u comma v, you can identify or you can estimate the periodic noise capital N of u comma v. And in case if you have some other kind of noise, that is N of u comma v, simply we can make use of spatial filters. Okay, just here what I want to say is we have two options to restore the image only when additive noise is there. One option is we can make use of spatial filters, and the second option is we can go for frequency domain filters, and that we discuss in the coming slides. Okay, first we are going to discuss about the spatial filters. So already we have discussed these spatial filters in the image enhancement. There we discuss the filters with the intention to enhance the quality of the image. But however, here again we discuss the same topics, but with the objective process. Okay. Okay, here we have different type of mean filters. We discuss this one by one. Okay. First one, we have arithmetic mean filter. So it is simply nothing but averaging filter. Okay. So here, as the name itself indicates, each pixel is replaced by average of its neighborhood. Okay. In case of arithmetic mean filter, what we do is we are going to replace each center pixel by simple arithmetic mean of average of its neighborhood pixels. Like if you consider a rectangular mask, say SXY, assume that this SXY, it represents a rectangular mask, say 3 by 3, whose center is X comma Y. Okay. Then what we do is we are going to replace that center pixel by average of these 9 pixels, and that process we call it as arithmetic mean filtering operation. And with the help of equation, it can be represented as f cap of x comma y. Remember, f cap of xy, it indicates restored image. So f of xy is the original image. F cap of xy, it represents restored image. So as it is arithmetic mean filter, we use summation of g of st, that is summation of g of st, where s comma t belongs to sxy. That is, we find sum of neighborhood pixels and we divide it by m into n, where m and n, they are the size of the rectangular mask you consider in the image. Say for example, if you are using 3 by 3 window, in that case, this 1 divided by m into n will be 1 by 9, and sum of those 9 pixels. Okay, this operation we call it as arithmetic mean filter. Okay, the major problem with arithmetic mean filter is, of course, it will fill up the gaps between the images. If you have very small gaps in the images, they can be filled up. But sometimes it leads to blurring of the image. Okay. That's why again we have other options also. Like we have the next filter as geometric mean filter. Okay. So in this case, the restored pixel is given by pi of, so actually this is product function. This symbol indicates product of g of st, where again s comma t belongs to sxy. Remember, capital sxy, it represents set of a mask, say 3 by 3 window, where x comma y is the center pixel. Okay, so here this is the equation we use to compute the pixel which is to be replaced. It is simply product of the pixels raised to 1 by m into n. Okay, so this is how we carry out geometric mean filtering operation. But however, geometric mean filter, it leads to loss of some image details. While carrying out the filtering operation, the geometric mean filter, it leads to loss of some image details. Okay. Next, we have one more mean filter. We call it as harmonic mean filter. Okay. The harmonic mean filtering operation, it is given by the equation f cap of xy, that is the restored pixel, is summation of g of st raised to q plus 1 divided by summation of g of st raised to q. Okay, so you just try to understand meaning of these equations. They are very simple, but you have to remember and you have to practice also. Okay, so that the harmonic mean filter, it works better with salt noise. It works better with salt noise, but however, it fails for pepper noise. So in the last class itself, we have discussed what is salt noise and what is pepper noise. So salt noise, it indicates white dots in the image, and pepper noise, it indicates black dots in the image. Okay, so this harmonic mean filter, it works better for salt noise, but it fails for pepper noise. Okay, and even it does well with Gaussian noise also. Okay, so this is about harmonic mean filter. So here we have mean filters. There are three types. They are, one is arithmetic mean filter, simple mean we take, then geometric mean filter, and the third one is harmonic mean filters. So apart from these mean filters, we can also make use of order statistic filters for restoring the image when there is only additive noise. So actually order statistic filters means here the response is based on ordering of the pixels which we consider while filtering. Okay. So simply here the response of the filtering depends on the ordered pixels, right? So again, these order statistic filters also we have discussed in the second module. Okay, if you recall, nonlinear filters we call them, right? The nonlinear filters, they can also be referred to as order statistic filters. We'll discuss this one by one. Again, the first order statistic filter is the median filter. So it is one of the best order statistic filter which is used in many of the applications. Here what happens is it will replace each pixel by median of its neighborhood pixels. We have seen how the median filter works. In median filter, we are going to replace each pixel by median of its neighborhood pixels, right? How to calculate median? First, we arrange those 9 values. Suppose if you have 3 by 3 mask in the ascending order, and we take the center value as the median. That center value is assigned to the pixel which is to be replaced in the original image. So that the median filter, it is also referred to as 50th percentile pixel. Okay. The origin here, the median filter, if you consider, mainly it can be used to remove both pepper noise and the salt noise. In other words, we can also say that it is used to remove the impulse noise. Okay, next we have the max and min filter. Max and min filter also we have discussed in the last class in the second module. So max filter, as the name itself indicates, here each pixel is replaced by maximum of its neighborhood. The max filter is also called as 100th percentile of 100th percentile filter. Here what happens is it will use 100th percentile of ranked set of pixels. That's why it is called as max filter. Here just if you go through the concept, what happens is each pixel is replaced by the maximum of its neighborhood, means the image will turn into bright color. Okay, and on the other hand, if you look at max filter, we can say that the pepper noise in the image, the pepper noise can be removed.